podcast that sits at the intersection of gaming and monsters. My name is Julio. I'm joined by my three friends today, John, Tim, and Ryan.
Yay,
And,
Tim's back.
Tim's back.
Happy
Tim
to
has
be
a
here.
vengeance.
Last time was fun. When I said, why the fuck not? Again.
Yeah.
Did Julio tell you, Tim, that our Metal Gear Solid episode / Roundtable Foundation was like one of the best received ones of the year? So
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Yeah,
It was.
it's pretty
Yeah.
big.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to be back, boys.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back, Tim. It's gonna be great.
Actually, let's reintroduce Tim as, and we also have Tim from the ever popular. What's the name of your podcast, sir? That's hitting
He
it
said
big
ever
on
popular,
comedy.
and then asked me the name of my show.
fix it post, fix it post.
No, keep it in. That's fucking
No,
comedy
it's
gold.
funny.
That
It's
stays in my show.
Alrighty.
No, it's Fat Signal. You can catch us on Big
Yeah.
Comedy Network's YouTube channel, Spotify channel. Pretty sure we're on Apple and Google as well. We're on the. Oh, I know we're on Amazon. We're on the places. Go
Hell yeah.
check us out.
Yeah.
Go,
Everywhere podcasts are podcasted.
Go listen. Go like, subscribe. Go fucking comment. Call me an asshole. Whatever strokes your, whatever you got. You know what I mean?
Problems. We've got a big star on here, okay?
Yeah.
Don't be
Go
mean to
cause
me,
some
I'll
shit.
come.
Make me excited.
He gets into Instagram comment fights. We got big star power here.
Did you
some
guys
people-
hear
some-
about that?
No, lay it on us.
Fight on Instagram.
Oh, dude. Well, they're not even fights. It's just.
It's
I
not
mean,
even, yeah.
I don't
We got
do
haters.
like.
Got some
I don't
haters.
do reels. I don't do like the cheesy basic ass reels that Valley girls do all the time, right?
Mhm.
Where they
Yeah.
where they just react to things, and dudes bored at home too. Dudes do it too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying only Valley girls. It's not like it's gender neutral. This phenomenon.
yeah,
It's a neutral action that basic bitches do.
Reaction content is often low effort content, and low effort content is everywhere because it's cheap and easy and fast and makes money.
Right.
Yeah.
So I engaged in a bit of low brain content myself. I saw a really goofy Star Wars video. It used a fucking Casey and the Sunshine track and featured. I mean, no, it's because it's from. They pulled the audio from, I think, Kingsman 2. It's the scene where Sam Jackson is going, kill that motherfucker, he killed all our friends. And
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that.
they
Oh,
threw
right.
that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Kill all our
fucking-
friends.
they
Kill that
fucking
motherfucker.
exactly. Yeah, they threw that in where Yoda's fighting Sidious in the fucking
Oh yeah,
also,
I love that.
all
That's
of
great.
that,
yeah.
the
That's
visuals
great.
is it's Yoda fighting Sidious. That's already awesome. But
Yeah.
then it's like it's Casey and the Sunshine Band playing like over it. So before I know what's happening, I'm already laughing, and then they superimpose that clip of Sam Jackson from that movie, throwing in that line, "Kill
Yeah.
that motherfucker, killed all our friends." So he's rooting for you. Dude, it was fucking funny. So I took
This
it.
sounds good so far, so I'm worried where the twist is.
It's fun. It was funny as hell, man. Like it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what came over me.
You're like, I gotta share this on Instagram.
Not only do I have to share it because I share shit all the time. Not only do I have to share that, I feel the need to show my reaction. I feel the need to also layer my fucking reaction as I'm watching this thing, because the caption of the video was "try not to giggle." So I think that maybe even incentivize me. Okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
I throw this thing on, I post it, and I get my likes. It's doing well. It's doing phenomenal. It's just one of the most liked reels I have on my page. Fucking makes me pissed a little bit because I spend hours on art. So
Yep.
That's
So-
that's the thing.
What we're just
Yeah.
saying
Yeah,
about
yeah.
It's the
content.
junk food. Yeah, it's the
Exactly.
junk food. It's the fucking cheap adrenaline rush. that you
And
get.
it's not like my art's hard to think about, man. It's a
No.
drawing. So
Yeah. You look at it
So-
and you enjoy it, but For some
You know?
reason, people watching you watch things is much more
Much more entertaining.
attractive.
Yeah, so it's up there in the likes, right? And I start to
Yeah.
notice, beyond the okay, this is goofy as shit, comments. I start to get some haters, dude.
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
some weird.
There's some folks going, yo, this video is fucking ruined by fucking fat face over here.
Oh,
Fucking, we're getting this video would be a lot better without Fat Aladdin covering up the video. This video would be like what fucking Fat Sinbad ruining my the Star Wars good shit over here, and I go off a little bit. I'm just responding.
Right.
as is your right at that point, I think.
It happens.
I'm not
It
responding.
happens.
You're just all like,
angrily.
well, all right.
Right.
I'm not responding angrily, by the way. It's,
Mhm.
I'm a little too stoned to recall all of my retorts, but they were fire. They shut people up, man. Like,
Good,
there was
good.
one guy who did keep commenting, and he was commenting with such hardcore bad spelling that I was at that point amazed that he had the fervor to keep typing despite it being completely
Being
illegible.
clearly.
Mhm.
I think I told him to. Oh, okay, I do remember this one. I told that guy to, if he hated me so much, go bother Instagram about it. They're the ones who let me do this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
They let it happen. So we're going back and forth, and this guy is spelling real bad, terrible.
Right,
And so
right.
I think the final comment I leave on that particular thread is just hey, dude, actually, please send that letter to them. I want to see what that's about. I want to see how you write that one out. That would be entertainment. So,
and then send your manuscript to me, and I'll react to it live.
Dude. But yeah, that was a fun time, and I reposted all of the comments I was getting.
All of the beef.
I would post it to my story, and I would continue the Casey song. So they would start with the meme.
Perfect.
and then I would post every comment in my post after.
I mean, that's what made it amazing, because
it was Casey's "Give It Up." It was Casey's
I'm gonna look
"Give It
that
Up."
up afterwards.
So that's my song now. That's my fucking jam.
Oh man.
Speaking of being too stoned, speaking of dumb content, we're gonna talk about super soldiers today, or people who claim they are.
Hell
so
yeah.
This is definitely a smoke a hog's leg episode. This is gonna make you bad information, not good for your brain episode. Gonna make you less dateable. Gonna make you a worse friend and partner.
Hey,
no. Like I retort, it makes you better.
You never know. Yeah. You never know.
It makes you stronger.
All right.
It makes you stronger as a human being, because it proves that you were able to retain this information without going insane.
Whatever emotion you elicit into people, you will not be boring.
Yeah,
exactly.
So.
Yeah.
They walk away with a story.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I met this guy at a party, and all he told me was about MK Ultra.
Yep. Hey, speaking of MK Ultra, because that shows up here too. This is sort of a sequel to our secret space program episode. Tim, are you aware what the secret space program is supposed to be?
Do enlighten me.
A bunch of people claim that there's a bunch of different versions of it, but essentially, rich people secretly go out into space and have made a whole space colony, and they're friends with aliens, and they're enemies with aliens, and they're hanging out, and they're high-fiving, and they're fighting each other, and they're in big Star Wars battles.
They're DS9 it up there?
Yeah, they're DS9
all the time.
Damn.
But we're not allowed to know about it.
But it's the bad version where only the rich go up.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if I had the money to put it up, I wouldn't want poors around me either. So,
well, these stories invariably involve people who claim that they were given superpowers by aliens or the government for whatever reason to fight in the secret space program. and more or less did you guys ever have that friend? For me, it was a cousin who was like, by the way, I know ninjutsu. I can do a kamehameha, but my master made me promise not to ever show you. And also, he works at Nintendo, and the new Legend of Zelda game is going to be rated M.
It's fire.
I can't recall anybody in particular, but I don't know, that feels like such a classic trope that I'm pretty sure in my lifetime I've run into a person who swore up and down he could fucking like manifest some bullshit. Well, hey, listen, astrologers. There we go.
Yeah.
We know at least one. Perfect.
Yeah.
So
Astrology.
This is like the sadder adult version of that, where you have grown men and they're almost entirely men
No,
claiming
astrology
like
is pretty. Sad to some people, adult for everybody.
yes, yeah. Yeah, so this is worse though, because people are claiming like astrology. People are just like, "Hey, reflect, do this, and it's like science doesn't really track."
And
this
to-
is
and
people
to
being
their
like,
defense-
"I
to their
saved
defense,
President Kennedy from the reptiles."
That's pretty bad.
I
Yeah,
reflected the bullet.
I got astrology friends, so just to make them feel a little bit better. Yeah, no, that what you just said is pretty fucking bad shit. No, they're astrologers. By the end of the day, at their best, they're like, we take, we consider it, we fucking like,
Yeah.
we take it, we think about it, and maybe to apply some of it to our lives. You're talking about, yo, son, I can shoot lasers out of my butthole for real.
Yep. 100%.
You know those Wolverine adamantium claws? I have them. I just can't reveal them right now.
I gotta do a whole ritual. I gotta put like, I gotta only be in my underwear. It's gotta be a Sunday evening.
And you know how he says that it hurts all the time? It's true.
It's like you guys have read the
really
stories. It's like I don't have to tell you anything. You've already heard them. Real quick, though, like these people are gonna claim some gross shit, so like listen to this one with caution. And also, most of the people who claim this shit now have TV shows on Gaia or on book tours. So we're absolutely like punching up. Just to be clear, we're not beating up on crazy, we're beating up on grifters.
Don't worry about it. These people deserve to get punched in the nuts.
Okay.
All right. What we
Y'all ever heard of a dude named Randy Kramer?
Randy Kramer.
No. I've heard of Cosmo Kramer.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some relation from the sounds of it.
Well, maybe not, unless Cosmo Kramer was genetically engineered by the Bronze Ones.
The Bronze Ones.
We'll get into it. So Randy Kramer claims that he is the real-life inspiration for Master Chief from the Halo franchise.
All right, I know this guy's bullshit.
Okay? Do give us his reasonings.
So he said that he was genetically engineered as part of Project Moonshadow, which was a joint operation between the Bronze Ones, which are reptilians with orange skin and brown coats, but they're the good reptilians. The way you're all looking at me, that's.
There's good ones.
There's good ones now.
They're
the good reptiles.
Yeah,
good reptilians who are on our side.
I didn't even finish registering the lizard. Fucking, there's good ones on top of it.
Yeah.
They're orange and they wear brown coats.
Something about the brown coats line really cracks me up too. Like, not like robes or space suits. These dudes are just out here fucking Inspector Gadgeting all over the place. Like,
yeah.
Wait, what is that? Inspector Gadgeting all over the place could mean so many things.
You're right.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on. You're
gonna have to clarify what that means, because that.
In this case, I just mean wearing a brown coat, but it was better than like, I think my other reference is going to be Rorschaching, but that's like, I think that's something else. I think that's a Sean Hannity thing.
I was gonna say zoot suiting it, but that's so
not
old.
Not that cool.
Not that cool.
Aw. Well, what if we just take it in the other direction, where they're wearing like sports coats?
Inspector Gadget, it's like in my head that automatically just seems like just spazzing out. with like random
Yeah.
doohickeys just popping out of you. Like
Yeah.
Lizards just going, go gadget extendo arm.
and then
Go gadget toothpaste.
and then this fucking and then a bullet pops out his knee. Because like, damn, that's not what I wanted. Like
That's the plot of
An egg beater
75%.
comes out of his shoe.
Yeah, that's the plot of every Inspector Gadget episode.
that's not supposed to come out from there.
Hold on.
Yeah. So Randy claims that he was genetically engineered by these aliens along with the U.S. Marine Corps to go fight the bad aliens on Mars.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Cool.
There's bad aliens on Mars. Okay.
Now you guys
Shit.
might be saying like, hey, if Randy left to go fight the bad aliens on Mars in 1987, why do we have all these documents of him like still being on Earth for the next 20 years? And like photographs and videos. The bad aliens faked it all.
Oh yeah.
The bad
Of
aliens
course.
take it all.
Of
The
course.
bad aliens faked it all.
They photoshopped them into
I was gonna go crazier where it's all like, oh, the bad aliens, they created a evil clone of me that took took my
I
life.
was gonna say they scrolled it out here. They put a plant.
You guys, it's even worse than that. So he has more recently
What?
claimed that what happened was when he reached the end of his service, he was time traveled back in time to 1987 so he could live out his life, and they tried to brainwipe his memories.
What?
Uh-huh.
And
But
They
that's
they
why.
failed-
brainwiped him.
They failed in everything but the brainwipe. They
Yeah,
were
exactly.
successful in everything else though.
Yeah. Which is
Got it.
also why he
Successful
can't
in
use
sending
his
him back.
turned off his superpowers. His mental blocks, Professor Xavier style, are still there, so he can't use the superpowers. But he remembers.
But he
now.
remembers everything.
Remembers everything.
Also, this guy fucked up because it's like, oh, I'm the inspiration from Master Chief. He went to Mars. That's Doom, motherfucker. That's Doom. Hell is on Mars, canonically.
You like a lot of these super soldier claims do get really, really Christian-y. Like people are claiming that only by praying to Jesus were they broken free of like Illuminati reptilian mind control. So like I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something.
Doesn't Doom also have like weird time travel bullshit going on too?
A little bit, yeah.
There you go.
Like in the 2016 Doom.
Okay, listen.
And
I'll give bro the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say he was nervous when he said Halo.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably his
Yeah,
first interview or
probably.
some shit.
Going
He
Yeah.
probably
after
meant
that was more
Doom.
popular.
He probably meant Doom, but his fucking nephew that's still alive
Yeah, right?
was really fucking just nailing it in multiplayer that weekend. He was so
Yeah.
he slipped.
We've all been domed by a 13-year-old on a sniper with a hot mic. Like we know what it's like.
Mhm, mhm.
He's like, it's the guy in the green armor.
Yeah.
Master
But
Chief.
He does claim he had power armor, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
But-
Oh man.
But to clarify, in Doom Eternal, the sequel to Doom 2016, their DLC does feature a weird time paradox in which Doom Guy faces Doom Guy in demon armor. So
There you go.
Dude, he's waiting
Yeah.
to drop that story. He's waiting to go like, yeah, and I fought my clone too. I fought me.
I
like the bad aliens, they pulled me from an alternate evil timeline, gave him dark power armor, and we had a fight on Mars.
there is
Wait,
so
so-
there.
Here's where here's where I'm having such a great time. He's saying that the bad aliens photoshopped his existence, but he's also saying he got sent back.
He upgraded later, and sometimes it's also the good aliens or the U.S. government who are covering for him. Because again, remember Tim, we're not supposed to know about the secret space program.
We're also supposed to not know when he's getting his facts straight, I guess.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, he's
We're
from like
also
alternate.
supposed-
He's from alternate timelines and shit. How is he supposed to keep that straight?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It's it's a days of, it's like you said, the days of future past kind of situation.
I guess.
You
We're
know,
giving this
where
dude
like,
a lot of the benefit of the doubt here, though.
yeah, I don't
Um,
know, man.
I'm
Anyway.
not. I'm calling him out on his bullshit.
Randy says his hybrid alien DNA makes him faster, stronger, and smarter than the average person, and he says that at just 3 years old, the military abducted him.
Mhm,
Sorry, the quote-unquote secret military, which I
The
guess is like
secret
the secret
military.
president,
mhm, mhm.
abducted him And then they used his quote-unquote hybrid upgrades and trained him for 14 years as part of a special section of the U.S. Marine Corps. When he turned 17, they shipped him off to Mars.
All right.
Oh, okay. And
Okay.
and then he stayed there, or he
That
got
part
sent.
is kind of Master Chiefy.
Well, then he
Like,
did
how-
more training there involving gladiator fights.
What the fuck?
So okay,
Gladiator fights on Mars.
so he gets sent there on a mission to fucking take out the bad aliens, but then he's just like, nah, you know what? That sounds like fun. Let me get up in some. Let me warm up before I kill y'all.
Well, the bronze. The bronze ones, I feel like I'm yelling on the street corner. The bronze ones had him go to Mars to finish his moon shadow training, which involved gladiator fights so he could then protect the US military's commercial interests on Mars.
Their commercial interest.
Yes. I do love that strain that, like, even in this dude's fiction, he's like, yeah, no, the US government is an imperial, like, machine that seeks to extract resources
super
from
machine.
Yeah.
They made me so awesome. Fuck them.
Yep.
They made me powerful, so I have to bat for them.
Yep.
There's no so they took him when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
So
about
he was
his
genetically
parents?
engineered, and then when he was genetically engineered, and then when he was 3 years old, the military abducted him and put him in a super soldier program. And then when he was 17, he went to Mars to finish his training. When he finished his training, he joined the secret military and was given power armor, and he had to go fight a bunch of aliens on Mars to protect the U.S. government's commercial interests.
What year was this?
1987?
Is when he got sent to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why do you say Halo?
He didn't, as happens with these super soldiers, he didn't remember until the early 2000s.
So he's
of course.
So like he woke up one day and was just remembered everything.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how he remembered. He's in his kitchen. He's making his goat cheese. Okay, mail comes in.
I love cookies.
Mail comes in, right? And he's just like, it's a notice from the fucking government. They're telling him, hey, we're selling your rights.
My rights?
Exactly. You're on. I'm glad we're on. That's exactly what it goes. He goes, rights? What rights? My general rights, or what do we like? And then on the paper
it all comes back.
No, and then on the letter it says, "No, dummy, your likeness." They already knew.
Like it already predicted how he was going to answer.
Well, it's the government can time travel, so they knew how he was going to
exactly.
100%.
So they knew.
So Randy claims.
Hold on, what's fucking me up right now is that, like, they sent him to Mars, right?
Wait, you're already fucked up, Ryan? We have so much more.
Well, I know, but hold on. Like, because I've been thinking about it. They sent him to Mars to do the gladiatorial training, but then it's all like, did they send him to a facility that had oxygen, or was he, like, genetically altered to be able to breathe in space?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked.
Sweet.
And that is also the inspiration. The Illuminati sent him to Hulk because they failed with their experiment. They're like, well, we don't know what the fuck to do with you. I didn't
include him in this, Tim, but there is one super soldier who claims he's a Hulk. Randy here, Doom Guy over here, says that the atmosphere on Mars is breathable and the temperature could be, quote, warm at times.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Figure.
Okay, fuck this guy.
So we can just go there. So we can just go there.
Yeah, unintentionally carrying out the theme that the U.S. Army, including its secret army, is still a weird kind of racist imperial thing. He says that there are 2 native species on Mars, and his job was to keep them away from the commercial operations. So he was evicting natives from their land on Mars.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are they afraid
Jesus
of?
Christ.
Them robbing convenience spots in the fucking
Wow.
Man.
Keep them out.
What are the native Martians gonna do? Because, like, clearly, Clearly, the U.S. already has advanced technology that drill and mine for incredibly precious material. Like, what are they gonna go in and they're gonna do the equivalent of like the natives destroying like
We didn't land
colonizers
on
material?
Plymouth Mars. Plymouth Mars landed on us.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't really say, but he says that they were more than capable of defending their territory, and that one of
Oh,
them
coy.
was an insectoid race, and another one was a reptilian race, which, if you're counting at home, this makes for 4 different reptilians.
Oh,
Okay?
perfect.
You have the Draco reptilians from space, you have the reptilians from the Hollow Earth, you have the bronze ones who are the reptilians who taught the Chinese everything ancient alien style and genetically engineered Randy, and now you have a 4th reptilian from Mars.
Mhm.
I've always favored
The
the
insectoids are really what gets me. It's like we got freaking Zorak up there.
Yeah, Zorak's up on
Yeah.
Mars.
but
You were gonna say, Tim?
I like I've always favored the lizard aliens myth. It could make Godzilla real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If only.
You
If
know?
only.
that's true.
That's
If anything, Godzilla is just an Earth alien.
I mean, that's your in. That's your in, right? Like, if you want to start pretending to be a super soldier, you can be like, I saved Japan from like a big monster, and like the Japanese government wiped my mind because
I want to. Okay, are there any Hollow Earthers in this list?
not that I know of, but there's like, again, the highest predictor that you're gonna believe in one conspiracy is if you believe in another one. So I think like people who are into this, I wouldn't be surprised if they believed in Hollow Earth. And there's this whole other thread in this shit, right? There's this dumb theory that the Nazis fled from World War II and went to the North Pole or the South Pole, where they found a new Schweibenland and found an entrance to the Hollow Earth. So there's still a bunch of Nazis in the Hollow Earth. And the
I
Nazis
gotta
sometimes
say,
started the secret space program.
oh shit, I gotta say, Legendary Entertainment is like they're giving Hollow Earth folks like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
they're
giving them everything they wanted.
They are. They
Yeah,
really
dude,
are.
they're
And the
having-
Hollow Earthers are like, they know. Hollywood knows.
Yeah.
They
Hollywood
know.
knows.
That's not very, like, we've covered this in previous episodes, but you better believe that's in this episode, too, is like,
Oh
I
my
was just
god.
breeze right past it, but there's people being like, yeah, it's predictive programming. The government wants you to think that aliens
Hollow
are friendly.
Earth doesn't exist. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's why they released this, or like, they want you to think reptilians are bad, and that's why they released it. And it's like, why would they fucking do that?
Yeah.
If that were
Because that's
real,
their plan, man.
Jeez.
Holy shit. But now that you mentioned that Nazis are in the Hollow Earth, the next Godzilla and Kong movies gotta be like they're fighting the Nazis who've built like a Mecha Kong and Mecha Godzilla.
I would be so stoked.
Dude, I'm 1,000% sure that
to put it just over the top, both of them have red arms.
Yeah.
dude, I mean, listen, I mean, before we got to the red armband joke, I was gonna say, I'm almost pretty sure that's why Godzilla went pink. He knows the Nazis can't stand gays.
Hell yeah.
God, I mean, like that's just Godzilla, like Ultra at this point.
I love.
He's like controlled his
monkey.
Kaioken times 10.
He's gone Super Saiyan, Kaiju Super Saiyan, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Super Saiyan.
Wait,
Godzilla
hold on.
Super
Is
Saiyan.
it?
There it is.
Is it like a magenta red? Isn't that fucking SSJ4? Isn't that fucking Super Saiyan 4?
I think that's like Super Saiyan Rose or some shit in this new
Godzilla
continuity.
Rose sounds cool as hell. Though I'll say that.
Godzilla Rose does sound
but I mean, like wasn't that the aura for fucking the fourth form in GT? Where he becomes ape man again?
I know that he goes magenta like fur. He gets like pinkish red fur.
Yeah.
That shit was tight. That's my favorite Goku.
It's a very
Hell
cool
yeah.
design, yeah.
Again, people can go ahead and shit on GT's story, but like the character design for like the further evolution of going Super Saiyan, dope. Dope as fuck.
Dope, yeah. It was pretty dope.
Goes hard as shit.
Speaking of super soldiers who believe in crazy ass shit, Big Boss believes Santa's real.
How do we know he's not?
How do we know he's not? Santa's a cryptid, right, John? Technically,
at this point,
his number one proof is the NORAD tracker. He's like, why the fuck would they track him if he's not real?
I'm so glad you brought up the NORAD tracker. Like, I love that the government is like, yeah, bud, let's
Santa's there. He's there.
infrastructure. Nah, Santa. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of the U.S. government, they gave Randy power armor and a fucking railgun as his primary weapons.
Oh, that's sick.
So as a super soldier,
Like, you know, this guy's
He's
a piece of
fucking-
shit, but
He's
you
fucking
gotta
walking
give it
around
to
like
him.
Fortune over here, dude. Like,
Yeah.
holy
Hell yeah,
shit.
dude! Look, this guy's a piece of shit, but I love anyone who can who just immediately goes to is like, yeah, my main firearm is a weapon that magnetically launches solid objects really hard at you.
Can I
Railguns
just-
rock.
railguns are cool. We have to
Railguns
admit.
are the shit.
Yeah,
I
they're
gotta
pretty
get
neat.
this off my chest now that I brought it up, and then we'll move on. It just hit me that Big Boss is a man who's going, fuck the boss. She abandoned being soldiers. That's what it's about. Fucking fuck the government. Fuck every. Oh, they said Santa's real. Okay, got it. Like that's
That's
What
the only
did
thing that turned
Kojima
him
mean
around.
by this?
what was he after?
What's Santa's real purpose?
Nanomachines will come up eventually too, just while we're on Metal Gear, so just hang tight.
Sweet.
That's how
All right.
Santa gets around the world so fast. He
Nanomachines?
encases himself in nanomachines, and he just runs real fast.
That's what causes Rudolph's nose to be red and his fucking.
There you
nanomachine.
go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're connecting the dots.
Rudolph is just the code name for the Metal Gear that he owns.
Like, all I'm saying is most of the reindeer names are cool, and then you have Donner out here, which is German for thunder, and there's a lot of Donner units that did bad things. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
It's not his fault. You can't associate Donner the reindeer with Donner the unit team.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
unfair to Donner.
speaking of units, I
reindeer.
guess.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry, we've
Oh no, that's what
We've
this is the point
tangented.
of this episode. Please. Randy claims that you can't get married if you're a super soldier, but he did anyway because that's how cool he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the rules.
He
Let's-
married
let's
his
go-
wife on Mars.
Let's go back. Let's go back before he did anyway. Why can't you marry if you're super soldier?
right.
Not clear, not said. Just you can't.
Security reasons. You can't have
Yeah.
no women, no children.
It's like being a superhero. Once they find out your identity, they become
A weak, yeah, a
Collateral.
liability.
Yeah.
liability, collateral,
I wish these
assets.
people learned that if they're gonna build these stories, they gotta cover all the bases. Like you gotta be
Exactly.
ready for questions like this.
Well, that's the great thing about this shit is if you're ever hit with a question that you don't want to answer, you can be like, I don't remember the hypnosis, the nanomachines.
Oh fuck
He
me.
just leans into the microphone. And he goes, "Sorry, that core memory is still locked."
Yeah, yes.
But
Wow.
if you go to my Patreon, I'm like I can get it unlocked for you right away.
All these guys all have Patreons too, or at least the ones that are in prison. Like, I'm not even.
Wow.
Anyway, our dude Randy
please
here.
fund my Indiegogo. I need to
This
reawaken
is-
my superpowers.
This is just as, if not slightly more entertaining than the true phenomenon of former mafia members becoming podcasters today.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know much about this.
That is true. That is something that's happening in it.
No, it's a thing. I mean, like, so they all the ones that didn't get put away were rats, right? So that's
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
they
yeah.
that's how they took care of
course.
themselves. And now, since they got away with fucking everything, they have shit to talk about.
And
They're
everybody
not
else is
gonna-
better in prison, right? So, like, why not?
Exactly. Now it's just education. Now it's just they're historians. That's the
Right.
Good
that's
for
the
them.
fucking part of
Good
They're
for
like,
them.
I can't get caught. I can't get got no more.
Yeah. I think Sammy the Bull is like on every other podcast and has his own fucking.
That's funny.
There's so many like former like Cosa Nostra mobsters that are just doing fucking talk show tours.
I had no idea. It's fucking
Yeah.
wild.
I mean, you gotta parlay into something, you know.
Yeah, they're
You
not
gotta-
going to get regular jobs anymore, and they got shit to
Yeah.
talk about, and people want to listen. It's
Yeah.
the best way to go straight. I gotta tell you. Like,
I'm not mad at it, I guess. Like, it probably would be if I were a mobster, but like, man,
Yeah.
I probably would be if I was one of the guys who got put away because he ratted on me.
Yeah.
if I was the guy who put away Gotti, I would keep talking about it.
oh, he got Gotti? Yeah, let him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, bro, I'm gonna tell you everything he
Well,
did.
that's because Gotti was gonna get him. Gotti was gonna throw him under.
Oh.
You gotta do what you gotta do then.
Damn.
So he said,
Yeah.
like, well,
Yeah.
everybody hates rats.
Fuck you.
I'm a rat.
Yeah.
Hate me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Guess what? I'm not in prison and or dead.
Boy, woof. Okay. Randy also was given a book, a color-coded book of aliens saying like what their D&D alignments were.
What?
So the red ones were bad, the white ones were neutral, the green ones were good, and the yellow ones were quote-unquote potentially hazardous.
So like chaotic, or
I would call it chaotic neutral. I would say like we have good, we have various good, we have various evil, we have true neutral, and then like
the straight red ones were neutral just because you couldn't fucking see them, and that's how they wanted it.
There you go. Yeah. Do you want to just like take a stab at like what the bad aliens were? I bet you will fucking nail them.
Can you make it multiple choice?
I'm gonna guess it's a color on my shirt or a lack of.
Was it the uh-oh.
John,
Hold on.
John's screen just went.
He got taken.
No, it's the screen confirming my answer.
Yeah. Our FBI agent doesn't want us talking about
which aliens were the actual bad ones.
I said everything but black, and FBI was like, no.
All right, I guess we're going to knuckle cam because the FBI took down my webcam.
Let's go.
I see.
But yeah, was it the
Yeah, so were the bad aliens black?
No.
No?
Well, okay, there are
he
two.
said, well, okay.
There are two non-corporeal amorphous shadow type entities that are listed as evil.
Oh my god.
Non-corporeal? What?
Shadow people. He means shadow people.
Okay.
Yeah. It was the shadow
Come
folks.
on.
The shadow
Come on.
Two kinds of shadow
Come
people,
on.
both bad.
He got away with saying it.
It's the Hat Man and the
That's that white people shit right there.
Oh. Tim, if you didn't realize by now, Tim, this is all white people shit. This is specifically all weird white men shit who desperately wish they were in the military but weren't. Like,
how do I say black without saying black?
Yeah.
Incorporeal.
Yeah. Amorphous and corporeal. All right. Just take a stab. Who do you think is the most evil alien? Like, take a stab?
the shadow people.
Who was
the shadow ones?
Yeah.
I will be not racist by being even more racist.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What
So
was
really,
the question?
like,
what's the most evil alien on the list? Who's the most evil alien? According to Tim's D&D alignment chart.
The
Or
red
not
ones.
Tim, sorry.
I mean, fuck. Like, if non-corporeal is up there,
Yeah.
shit. Like, it's
What's
beyond
the
me.
most
at this
roundabout
point.
way of saying it?
It's boring shit. It's just he says the reptilians are number 1 and the greys are number 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Boring,
Grays.
boring, basic stuff.
I see.
Man,
And
Damn.
to Tim's point, all the aliens that people describe as tall, white, and blonde are the good guys.
Of
The
course.
vegans, the Centauri.
The
Zap-
North.
Vegans. Yep.
of fucking course.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's unexplainable, but
It's
all of the
unexplainable.
good aliens that we've ever had contact with were
They're
tall,
hot,
white,
and they're white.
beautiful,
Hmm.
blonde. They had blue eyes. They had lips that were like just the pillowiness
Look,
that
I
you'd
don't
ever
understand.
experience.
Don't ask me how. We just know that all the good aliens look really good in Coco Chanel.
Also a Nazi, Nazi sympathizer, by the way. No, which is fitting because the guy who started the white aliens thing was a Nazi spy who was living under a rock not far from your neck of
Of
the woods.
course.
But that's
Don't
an
ask
episode in its
me
own right.
how, but they can rock a Hugo Boss, man.
Oh, what was Hugo Boss doing around this time? Anybody remember? What's the
Some real dicey shit.
Yeah. Oh no, they were absolutely designing suits for the. Anyway.
Yeah.
You know what was really crazy though? It's that whenever these aliens came down, they were completely naked. And by the way, they had amazing genitals.
Tim wasn't here for that, but you remember the fucking what was her name? The woman who boned a bunch of hot, tall, blonde aliens in Africa.
Yeah.
Listen, I may not have.
She made so much love to all those white, tall, blonde aliens.
Rolled around naked on their home planet. Yes.
I don't know what about that story sounds so fucking familiar, but I don't know. Maybe I wasn't here for that episode, but man, maybe I heard one of your clips. Maybe I heard one of your clips actually.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude.
All right.
Yeah,
you guys want to hear how our buddy Randy fell from grace?
How did he fall from grace?
We can only guess.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to guess?
Let me guess. The evil reptilian
Did he literally
aliens
fall
came
from a place called Grace?
No, so far.
But the evil alien lizard people from Mars came back, absolutely stole his powers for real, instead of it being locked away.
You gotta stab it, Julio, or should I just tell you?
I want to guess.
I'll say everyone else was being too making a good story. You have to you have to really whack yourself off. Okay.
Let me think.
Oh shit! Did he die jerking off?
No.
Did he?
It's a good
is he
guess,
dead?
though.
Is he actually
No,
dead?
he's alive. Again,
alive?
he's alive. He has a TV show on Apple TV right now, or he's a guest on a TV show on Apple TV right now. He has a Gaia program. He's on speaking tours. Like, as much fun as we're making the guy, he's making more money than we'll ever see in our lifetimes. Like, he's doing good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he, if you mean like whacking yourself off, did he sacrifice his powers for the greater good?
That's a good guess, but no.
I don't know.
All right, I'll just tell you because we got one more I want to speed run after this. But he was sent on a secret. He was in command of a secret mission to go to a reptilian temple to steal an important magical artifact.
Okay.
But the reptilians knew he was coming and ambushed him.
Hey man,
no.
You can't say that we're like over here making good stories when that's an incredible one.
No, it's bad.
It's bad.
The setup's good. To execute the pay, it doesn't live up to the promise of the premise.
Fair.
So, Randy was in charge of 1,000 soldiers, and only 28 people, including Randy, survived. The reptilians killed everybody else.
Wow.
Everybody else.
So he's got other folks who can back his story up. Then
you'd think.
Yeah, it's 28 people out there who's on a NDA right now.
They all got mind wiped by the bronze ones in the shadow government though, so they can't back them up.
The bronze ones in the government, it's all like, you guys fucked up bad.
Yeah.
We're taking away your superpowers again.
Yes, that's what happened.
Really?
He served 20 years, he fucked up, and they were like, we're sending you to the moon, we're taking away your superpowers, and we're hypnotizing you. And we're sending you back in time, so you have to live out your life as a normal 17-year-old, which is the worst punishment I can think of.
What if what actually happened was he just fucking went to India? They just went on a fucking drug trip.
I mean,
and that's why he thinks he went to Mars and calls them bronze people.
I mean,
they served me amazing curry.
If we ever,
I don't know how they knew.
Like he got hit by the spice so hard the endorphins hit. You know what I mean? Like he started. And it was
if we ever do a Madame,
he had some ungodly like butter chicken or something.
If we ever do like a Madame Blavatsky episode, who's like the Russian lady who stole all the Indian shit and like remixed it for white people, we should bring you on for that one.
Oh my god! Yeah, that. Please.
Anyway, Randy was stripped of his stuff, and then he ran into our main source for this episode, a woman called Eve Lorgan, whose entire thing is talking about how there are a bunch of people who are secretly super soldiers who are fighting the Nazi shadow government reptilians on our own planet.
I
believe he wasn't as cool as...
Hot take, Tim.
I believe him.
He wasn't as cool as Cosmo Kramer.
Oh man,
100%.
All right.
Everything he said is fact.
I don't get
Everything
why.
says
I
that.
don't get why he didn't just make this a book or just
I think it
There's
is
more-
a book now, or at least
Yeah, no, like isn't he like making money off of it?
Yeah,
by
he is.
doing-
So I
yeah,
guess,
so
yeah.
he's good. He's chilling.
Yeah.
doing
See,
streams, he's doing
Who
Well,
tours.
here's the
fucking reads
secret.
anymore?
Tim believes that it's 100% true because Tim is actually a bronze one.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
I
the
mean, I'm
bronzest
having
one.
fun over here, but I'm gonna have to shut this shit down later. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to black bag all of you.
All right. Here's the next goofball. Okay, this is Captain Mark Richards.
Captain Mark
Captain
Richards.
Yeah. So
I mean, honestly, not a bad name.
That's a pretty good name for a superhero.
It's a pretty
I
good
guess.
start. It's a pretty good fucking
Yeah.
start.
So
Yeah.
after being in prison for many years, which we'll get back to in a second, hold that thought. Our dude here was talking to Eve Lorgan and another person, and suddenly remembered that he was in fact a super soldier.
Oh,
Oh shit! I
fact-
forgot. By the way, guys, I can do shit.
By the way, I'm
Yeah.
not just a super soldier; I'm a super spaceship captain.
Wow.
oh.
It's kind of
Yep.
awesome. He's like freaking Star Fox over here.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
like freaking what was that guy?
If it's any help
Bash?
to anyone, I brought him outside from the way and back.
He's like Captain Shepard.
Oh, he and just like Captain Shepard,
Commander.
he's gonna bone an alien. Hang tight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Just
Pulling a
like
Captain
Kirk.
for the pulling a Captain
Yeah.
Kirk
Exactly.
for the good of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Hmm.
All right,
I have to make sure that these aliens know the beauty of human reproduction.
Yep. you have no idea.
To boldly go where no man had gone before.
Boldly go, more like the boldly come. Okay, I'm sorry. Now that
to boldly go.
okay, so he says that he's been like a spaceship captain on active duty ever since he was 13 years old. He's just that
Wow. So he's like the last starfighter.
What the fuck's he doing here?
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Well, you see, he commanded an Orion. We'll get there. It's a long story, but he commanded an Orion-class battleship, at the asteroid Vesta since August of 1979.
Wow.
That was word salad. Don't take any of that in. It's bad for your brain.
Hmm.
Those
We've
are all
had
meaningless.
Space. We had space-faring ships, warships,
Yeah.
since 1979.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Remember,
and-
Ryan, the Nazis had
is
him in the
that to
40s,
say-
so
Is that to say? So he said what I heard was he was fighting by the asteroid since Is the thing still going on?
Yeah.
well, yeah, except for he's in prison now. Yeah.
Oh wow.
How is
He
he,
did
going to
some more-
protect Earth and the asteroid belt in
Well,
prison?
that's what the reptilians
Wait, we're-
want. See?
They
So
want
I
him
think
in
we're headed
prison.
towards.
Wait, which
It
ones?
sounds It sounds like we're no. Listen, it sounds like we're headed towards space war crimes. Are we?
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Oh, fantastic.
Let's go.
Okay, so soon after that, he was put in charge of a ground assault force, where he led a mission to reclaim Dulce Base, which is, if you don't remember the episode, it's a secret base in Dulce, New Mexico, where aliens and humans used to work, and we heard an account of a security guard who claimed that he befriended a reptilian.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
May I inquire as to what they were working on or for?
Depends on who's telling the story, but there's like a basement level where the aliens are, where everyone's like, you don't go back from that level if you go down there.
Yeah. Some fucked up shit.
This is a very very peculiar level.
Yeah. Anyway, to back up a little bit, before that, when he was just a regular super soldier, I guess as a very young child, if he was, but in 1961, he was at President Kennedy's speech where he and his dad were personally assigned to protect his limo. So, like, good job. I guess he should have been on the other one.
Hey, maybe he's the reason
Mission
why the
failed. We'll get him next
magic
time.
bullet theory works. He tried to get it out the way and fucked up, but then
Yeah, Kramer's railgun just like went weird or some shit. I don't know.
Like he jumped in front of the bullet. Don't get him wrong. He was there. He was at that moment. You couldn't see him. He was moving too fast. The bullet was right in the palm of his hand, but it redirected and went around him because its target was Kennedy and not his hand.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
I'm
Perfectly clear.
I'm already I'm already buying it. If he was there, he perfectly explains the magic bullet. Dude, case
Yeah.
closed.
He would have been 7 years old, by the way, in 1961 when he said he met Kennedy. So, like,
That's
That's not important.
no. That is absolutely important. Now it's a kid trying to understand his gifts, and he fucked up. Okay,
He fucked up.
Also in 1961, he made his best friend a 9-foot-tall raptor alien prince.
Oh,
Well,
there
that's
you
awesome.
go.
This is like our 5th reptilian dinosaur alien, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
this
That's
is
the
new
thing, though.
material.
they gotta be fucking real. Okay,
Yeah.
Not even just 5th, it's like our 6th reptilian alien because he gets imprisoned by like reptilians, right?
I mean,
So it's like, which
yeah,
one is it this time?
aren't the reptilians in the Illuminati too?
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
Draco reptilians. I can't believe I know
Yeah.
this shit. Those are the bad ones.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, so the 9-foot-tall raptor alien prince taught him how to time travel. All right?
Okay.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Uh,
How does he time travel?
I gotta say,
Doesn't never said.
maybe there's some desensitization going on my side over here, but so far this is all pretty par for the course.
yeah, well, I will say
Yeah.
at least he has like a standard narrative, unlike Randy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Until it gets weird at
He's
the
on
end.
the ball. Oh. Okay.
Mark says that in 1962, he and his babysitter, which, like, if you were bodyguarding Kennedy, why do you need a babysitter? Whatever, were attacked by
Again,
men in
7.
black who were using sonic weapons. But Mark used his superior training to break through the sound paralysis and fight them off.
Awesome.
dude, fucking badass.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then between
So, like,
19...
after his initial
Julio
failure
said-
of protecting
Julio
the president.
said, like I could have done better. He said,
But, like, what do you call
he was
it?
a little
After-
sloppy.
Yeah. I wouldn't have gotten paralyzed in the first place.
In that story, his dad does ultimately need to save him in the end because more MIB agents show up. So, like, I don't know, maybe you're onto something,
Was his
man.
dad superpowered too?
I guess he talks about how his dad's there at a lot of these events, but he doesn't explain his dad's superpowers or credentials.
Like, like we're just totally like kind of like helping him fabricate his story at this point. But like maybe his dad was like a hidden like hitman or something.
Yeah.
No, dude, his superpower is that he was dad. Everybody's dad is amazing.
Yep.
Oh, true.
Yep.
Yeah. To a degree. Yeah. Yeah.
His dad's
I mean-
saying.
That's true.
In 1970, Mark was sent to a high school training program with the Raptor aliens held in England, and he was taught how to fly around the moon.
Oh,
Okay.
wonderful.
How to
Just around the moon? Just
Yeah.
like a
on
few
a
times?
spaceship or like just like
Well,
Superman
well,
style.
I think
I mean-
he doesn't say, but I think it's a spaceship based on his later claims of being like a spaceship base.
Okay.
Low gravity. You can get away with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a lot more of like you get a lot more leeway in terms of like recorrecting
I
yourself.
mean, yeah. Look, if regular ass folks can do like humongous ass jumps, I can believe a superpowered guy just zipping around on the moon.
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
Why?
Make him up land
why
at this
not?
point.
Yeah.
exactly.
You know?
What?
No, I was agreeing.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get to it. In that same year, he was such a good pilot, even though he was the only human pilot, that he graduated from the program and joined the Raptor Draconians Empire.
Whoa.
Whoa, climbing up
He
in the
had
ranks
to-
there, boy.
He had to go off planet to serve with his best friend, the Raptor alien prince.
Mhm.
I thought you were gonna say the brown coats.
Nah. Although he did
No.
take part in quote-unquote several space battles with aliens, such as the quote-unquote China Gate in 1977. Which
China
was
Gate?
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Did you say the China?
the China Gate, which is a space battle against underground Nazis. So go ahead, work that one out.
Space battle,
China,
underground.
So,
Nazis, underground, space.
Like, is this, what do you call it? Is this
That
like,
dude's just he's just putting words together now.
Yeah. And you know what else is
I
just
can't
putting words
even-
together? He used his time travel powers to go through time and fight aliens who were trying to go back in time to change the fabric of reality, stop him from winning in the future.
Can't even think a bit.
Yeah.
He's talking all over the place.
what?
Like,
Sounds like something the Flash would do or has
Yeah.
done.
it's like,
Um,
if I was there and he's saying all this stuff, and if I was pretending to be on his side, I would know what to say. He's so going all over the place. Yeah, yeah, him. What he said.
if you were his hype man,
Yeah.
man, he what'd you hold on, China Gate? Can you read it's not space Nazis. Like Iron Sky, like the movie
5
Iron
minutes.
Sky?
5 minutes.
yeah, hi, regroup.
Hold on.
Yeah. How does the China Gate thing work? We gotta do this like 10 minutes beforehand. I can't be there over here. Like, it's just,
Yeah, okay, hold on. You gotta okay, wait, let me look through my notes. Okay, you were 13, you were 7 when you failed to protect Kennedy.
No, he
You
did
fought
protect
off-
Kennedy.
He did protect Kennedy.
That was in the limo.
I protected
okay.
Kennedy, then I time traveled, and then I stopped
Yeah.
the Earth from a big tornado from space. What part of this can't you follow? You're making this.
And then in
really hard on me
1979, I
right
fought Brainiac and saved Krypton. And,
I found Superman. I raised him as my own.
and then me and my
And then I
best
made
friend,
the-
the Raptor Prince, kissed at the coffee shop in the
And then-
AU. And
And then I fed Space
Wow.
Cthulhu the biggest blueberry muffin I could ever make.
This-
It's all in order.
it's elementary. It's first grade
It's
stuff.
all.
Speaking of just stringing more fucking random words together,
We were in the hotel room in front of the whiteboard for hours. How are you still not catching on?
he claims
I'm
that
an ace space pilot.
he claims that Ross Perot, we're now caught back up to 1979 where he became a space pilot. He says Ross Perot funded the war at Dulce Base, and that's what got him put into command of the quote unquote Dragon Squadron.
I
Wow.
can't. He's really scissor
Dragon
61 in it
Squadron.
over there real hard right now, dude.
Oh yeah,
He's Harry Carey rocking it like bad.
he's yes-anding himself. There's no
He took one improv class. He's like, I can do this.
Yep. At the Battle of Vesta, he saved the cat people.
Oh, the cat people.
You the cat people.
The Kaiji.
Obviously. Yeah.
But he did almost die when his spaceship was ambushed by Trog-like and insect aliens. Whatever the fuck that means.
Frog-like.
Yeah.
Strong.
Honestly,
Yeah, what does
though.
that mean?
I think he means
Uh,
troglodyte, but troglodyte's like a caveman or an underground dweller, so it doesn't,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Honestly, though, you've been playing for a long time. You should put the controller down and turn the game off. He's really AI curdling it like super
oh
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
Let me wrap this up with him being a piece of shit even in his own story, and then the actual crime he did. To put him
Oh,
in
man.
for real jail.
Fuck.
Yeah. What did he go to jail for?
So in 1979, he got married
uh-huh.
to a
Okay.
human woman, who is still alive to this day and is professing
That's
that
a
everything
shock.
he says is true. But
Wow.
also in
Impressive woman.
1979,
Impressive woman.
yeah,
Yeah.
gotta stand by your man, I guess. I don't know.
You got
Also,
it.
1979,
He's like,
he
like
cheated
everything
on
he
her.
said is real. Everything is real, and I know that the Raptor Prince is real because he's an amazing lover.
This is this is her on the mic. I don't know. I just believe him.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
100%. Anyway, yeah, he cheated on his wife who was standing by him with a Nordic Palladian alien named Atim
Of course.
Pasa, and he
Of
got her
course, it's a
pregnant.
Nordic.
Yep,
Wow. Wow.
he got her pregnant, and then he had to bounce back to Earth and leave her for his real wife.
Wow.
Okay.
So
He's
yeah,
shit.
so like clearly he's just not loyal to anything.
Yeah.
Hmm. What do you,
Anyway, by the end of
How can I believe
1982,
you?
By the end of 1982, he was like, I gotta retire. I'm done being a super space command pilot. And that's when the Illuminati got him put in jail against his will and brainwashed him. And he wasn't until, again, like 2013 when he remembered this. Now, everything I'm about to say after this is documented shit that actually happened, okay?
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. It's going to start normal, and then it's going to get weird. So, in real life in 1982, he had a home remodeling company.
Okay.
Where he had a bunch of teenagers working for him.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Right.
And he was working on a man's garage by the name of Richard Baldwin. Richard Baldwin, this is in Marin County, he's a car collector. He was wealthy, and our buddy Mark Richards decided to convince two teenagers to kill him so they could steal his money so they could enact Project
I knew this was
Camelot.
going to murder, man.
Yeah.
I fucking
Yep,
knew.
yep.
I heard the word the second the word garage got in there. Like you're
like, this isn't good.
Murder.
Someone's gonna die right now.
Yeah.
I watched way too many murder docs to not associate the word garage with murder.
With
Like-
murder.
You should have dibsed it, man. You're 100% correct.
Should have doubled down on that.
You might be asking, hey, John, what's Project Camelot? How did this liar convince a bunch of teenagers to kill a dude?
Yeah, how?
I'll tell you.
What is Project
Drugged him?
Camelot?
So during the investigation, they busted into his house, of course, and they found a
Drugged.
bunch of aerial maps of Marin County, California, including detailed notes on where to put machine guns and which bridges to blow up.
Whoa.
He was going to
What?
try to turn Marin County. He was going to, No Man's Land, that Batman arc. That's what he was
Yeah,
going to try
yeah.
to do in real life.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
He had stockpiled real weapons, but his on paper plans placed heavy emphasis on laser guns, which obviously do not exist.
Yeah. I mean, not
Laser.
then. They do
No.
now. But
No, bro was really finna to go out there and go pew 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 pew. Like that's what he was
Yeah.
gonna do, dude.
he welded together several empty paint cans and then put
Yeah.
he put the
He
little
put a laser
thin
pointer on
nozzle of
top
a
and then called it a laser
Yeah.
gun.
I mean,
he,
might as well have, right? For all the good it did him.
Yeah.
But and particularly he bought because he's trying to be economical, right? He bought the ice cream truck laser pointers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there you
yeah.
go.
But not the good ones.
Not the good ones.
Anyway,
Never the good ones.
turns out, and again, this is real. We're not in secret space program, super soldier shit anymore. His plan was to turn Marin County into a new Camelot, where he and his teenage employees would be kings and dukes and barons.
So he went from spacefaring to okay.
The
LARPing,
medieval
yeah.
times.
To Mad
he-
Maxing, literally.
He said I had enough of that
Mad
space shit.
Yeah.
The kicker on the story is he also convinced several of his employees that George Lucas was going to join them and was funding the project in secret.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh no.
Because that's what George Lucas really wants.
Doesn't he already own enough?
George
with
Lucas
Skywalker
showed
Ranch?
up, and he was just like, I really like the idea of turning Marin County into a giant no man's land covered in landmines and machine guns.
What's
You know
And,
what,
I
over
think
Mark
that,
Richards? You can go ahead and be the king. I don't want that. You can be King Arthur.
I don't
Just
want to
fund
be
everything.
the king. But can I explain how
he
you
said
should
George
rule?
Lucas said, all right, what's the overhead cost looking? Well, how much do you need? Like,
Yeah.
George Lucas showed up, hands in pocket, and his fucking plaid shirt overlooking Marin County. So where's the castle going to be? Are we going to have a giant lava moat?
You guys know about the George Lucas cryptid meme, right? Where he's showing up in all these people's pictures at Disneyland.
no.
Same shit. You take a picture of Marin County. There's George Lucas with the crown and the sword.
Oh shit.
He's still wearing the plaid shirt with
Always.
the fucking khaki
And the
pants,
jeans.
but he's
the
just wearing a
jeans.
robe with he has
Fuck
a
the
sword on
khakis,
his hip.
Fuck the khakis. He's wearing the jeans and the fucking sneakers. Like,
Yep.
Oh yeah, the jeans
Yeah.
and sneakers. And the very clearly reddish brown belt
Yeah.
that you can see You need the contrast.
And somehow, in an episode where we talked about people banging aliens and being best friends with space raptors and so many different kinds of reptilians, and just a lot of sentences that had a bunch of and thems in them that didn't make any sense, George Lucas wanting to be a medieval king in Marin County is the most ridiculous fucking thing all night.
Yeah,
But also the most believable.
a little bit.
The most believable.
Anyway.
he took the guy and he's like, I like your idea, but what I really wanted to see is that I wanted you to come over here and you put the laser guns across the bridge. And then at that point we have the FBI run in from the left, and I'll have the camera positioned here, and then you mow them down in a 13-second shot. And then I want you to walk over to the edge and you say, everything I've done has come to a head. Can you do that for me?
And then after crossing the T's and dotting the I's, like after like just like even picking out dates for like production, like they're both walking back to Lucas's car, and he's just like, okay, so you said you were a space captain?
That gives me an idea.
How would you like? Is it okay if your likeness was replaced with a space octopus?
Before he says anything else, he's like, "Never mind. I have some writing to do. I'm going to go home. Thank you. This has been very enlightening.
It's very productive. I hope your show goes well." He's like not even aware that it was a plan to restructure an area. He just thought it was a movie idea.
I'll just take my normal consultation fee, you know.
Wow.
That's Super Soldiers. Sorry, you're all dumber for having listened to this.
I think we're smarter now. We know where to see the warning signs.
I feel more smarter.
I have a whole new understanding of the country we live in.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I feel like I understand it a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why John's here. He unravels and he reveals parts of the world that parts of the country that you may have not been totally enlightened to. And now you know that there's a small part of them that believe that they've become super soldiers by the government, and we're constantly in contact with reptilian aliens.
Befriending them, fighting them, fucking them, whatever.
Yeah. Sex, friendship, fighting.
And don't forget, going to India.
Going to India, exactly.
Tim,
all
thanks
of them
so much.
making
You want to plug your plugs real quick, and we'll.
I mean, stay tuned for more MGSCon news. Go to mgscon.com. Hit up all our socials if you want to stay tuned on news on the daily. Pop in on the Discord, which you can get through our site. As for me, like I said, go check out the Fat Signal on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. Go follow me on Instagram if you like dope-ass comic book art, and stay tuned because I'm going to be dropping a website for prints and commissions. So that'll be me.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim, for being here. I really appreciate it. This is a lot of fun.
Always happy to be here. Thank you, John and Julio, for inviting me, man.
Yeah. Thank you, Ryan, for being here. It was a ton of fun.
I love being here.
Ryan just gets to kick back and listen to me fucking go on screeds. It's good.
Well,
I hope it's fun.
I'm here to bring the questions and the bits.
Yeah, and the pretty fucking spot on George Lucas impression, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, they're the best.
You know it. He really does.
But yeah, thank you for listening to Scrub Mode.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Oh yeah.
Go to dungeoninbox.com. I think you can still get the adventure I wrote for Dungeon in Box. It's the Wondrous Wonders Shot, the Evergreen Jubilee. Wrote that with my good friend who somehow never appeared on the podcast, but hopefully will one day, Amy.
One day.
Go to our link tree, buy us a coffee. What else?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse Sanders, for making our music. We'll catch you all next time.
Leave us a like.
Leave us a like.
Count up those stars up to 5. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment.
Give us a review.
Again,
we'd appreciate it.
You give us enough of those, we'll read them because I don't think a lot of you leave comments.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And hey,
It's fine. We appreciate you listening, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we leave, I just real quick, be nice to your brown coats in the 7-Elevens, okay?
Yeah.
Exactly. Be nice to the bronze ones.
All right, they
may grant you
tried.
powers one day.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.